Hi everyone, welcome to Adult Things. So today we are with Lei and Kit. Ayan, kontrang introduction naman from these two individuals. So mauna si Kit.
Hi guys, my name is Kit Christian Vitoico. I'm an AB Psych second year from ADU, and I'm a friend of Eyes of Airy. Too sure. And I used to be a fan pero I used to. Yeah, I know karon kay ano nako.
Part na siya sa community of the Eyes of Airy. Wow, ito naman si Lei. Lei, introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Nadine Lustre. Hi everyone, I'm Lei. I'm also a classmate of Eri, and it feels an honor to be a part of Adult Things with Eri as an avid watcher lang sa una, and karon na-feature na jud ko, guys. So, ayun, that's me.
Yan. So today, tubago na gyud namo ang mga pangutana about love, fidelity, and relationships na gipost namo sa IG. So the mechanic ani is mauna si Kit. Una ba si Kit?
Yeah.
Una si Kit, and then pasunod na lang siya and so forth. So, first question. Okay. Ay,
Hello?
pa-camera pa to. Okay, first question.
First question.
Di na ako start.
Dire?
Yan.
Dire, kanya. Ito, best.
What the shit? Teka lang.
O, sige, go. Thoughts about micro-cheating? Actually, ang thoughts lang jud is, mali jud siya. No other explanation. Cheating is cheating lang jud. Ikaw?
For me kay daghan man gug ma-consider like daghag murag napod siya personal preference or kanang like ma-consider na micro cheating, like it depends on the individual jud siya. Pero if na feel nila nga they are being cheated on, I guess it depends pud sa dynamics sa inyong relationship. If ing ani nga act kay you feel cheated on, then of course you have to kanang sit down with your partner and then talk with it. If kanang dili ka ganan ani and you have your boundaries na murag feeling nimo cross na gani. So yeah, if mali jud siya para sa isa ka individual, then they should talk it out first para ganun.
So actually, bump lang kay Eri. Two. Pero I agree with Eri, and I think start pa lang sa inyong relationship, you really have to talk it out na good. What are your boundaries? What are this? I consider this micro cheating and nga na. So that during sa whole duration sa inyong relationship, kabalo na mo daan na, I'm already aware that this is micro cheating for my partner. So in that way, it doesn't create unnecessary na good na blaming, pointing fingers. So yeah, I think it needs to be discussed na gyud prior pa lang sa relationship so that mas less po ang arguments. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Na-satisfy ba sila? Basta ang overall na view is that it depends sa person, and once na those boundaries are crossed, then the other person should make up for it, or like dili na siya usabon in the long run. Kay micro-cheating, as Kit said, is cheating. So next question from Neil Alvin. Hi, may pa-mention. Is loving someone never a waste?
Ikaw, Neil, ha?
Sige, ako yung una mo tubag. Personally, dagan na kay kog mga experience about kanang giving love and kanang dili bitaw siya reciprocated. Pero mo agree jud ko nga love is never a waste basta kay na-share nimo siya for someone. Like if ihatag mo gud nimo ang love tapos bisan pag dili siya i-give back sa imuha, you already did your job. And then it's not to say nga kanang empty ka after nimo siya mahatag na you have to ask something na kanang murag nganong na empty man ko nga na, is it really love if na empty ka? Or something nga na good. Pero napoy cases jud na kanang maka-empty because gusto ka og reciprocated or reciprocal nga relationship. Pero either ways, I really think nga dili siya necessary nga i-reciprocate ang love because unconditional man jud siya in the first place. Yeah, selfless kumbaga. So, yeah, it's never wasted. Like, it did its job and then move on lang jud ka, move forward. How about you, Lei?
So, ayun, I agree na po. Sige na lang agree. Two na naman. But personally, I believe that a love lost is a lesson learned. So, char. Bars. Pero yeah, when you really love someone, it's selfless. So, you don't expect love to return. And excuse me, you lose some but you gain perspective. So love will never be a waste because love is not kanang bitong mag-ask you ka for something in return. You do it selflessly, you do it unconditionally, and you love not for not to receive but to give. So love is always to give and give. So in situations like if maabot na ka sa part na you lose yourself or grabe na ang damage sa love sa imuha, then that's the time you can tell yourself na maybe you should stop or maybe you should reflect. But it should never come to a point where you feel like it's a waste because that will be a stepping stone for you to actually grow and to have experience. Dili lang sa imong self but sa love, sa whole domain sa love kumbaga. But
So for me, number 3. For me is, yes, love is never a waste because, kasi kanang feeling na at least napakita kasi mong true self, diba? Kasi naman, because just like Eri said, na you did your job. Kumbaga sa mahulog pa man sa situation na I should have done this, I should have done that. At least, na napa-true kasi myself, wala na kayo pagmahayan. Stay true, guys. Stay true.
love is never a
Waste.
So, for the third question, patay.
For the third question. Okay, thoughts sa if they wanted to, they would na linyahan. Very controversial siya and very kanang relevant sa TikTok good. Actually, for me, I don't 100% agree with the linyahan na if they wanted to, they would. Because it would be, kumbaga, it would be operating on a black and white perspective lang good. Where the reality is, there are a lot of circumstances and factors na you really have to consider. And you also have to think of the times where you wanted to and you didn't. So, it would be unfair if you look at people or if you perceive people na yung ana na, ay, if gusto jud nila, buhaton jud nila. Kay, dili lang man good siya out of will lang. There are a lot of factors to consider. You have to consider some doubts, you have to consider even resources. So, ayun, daghan kang i-consider. So, for me, it requires a deep understanding sa person before you actually require them of doing something for you. And, kato, like, look at it in a bigger picture and not just sa like, gamay lang na perspective. So, that's for me.
Yes.
Ikaw ako.
Sige. What she said. Yeah, tinood yun, no? Like, same with Lei. I'm not agreeing sa linyahan 100% because, again, there are a lot of factors. And also, ang tip lang yun na ko, no, when you love, never expect or like lower your expectations sa people because, hello, ay, agree siya. Agree siya. Ano siya? Tama. Tama. Like, lower your expectations sa people because what if ikaw tong nga person ang ilahang gina-expect nga ka ng, uy, if you want to, you would. Like, hala, ate. So, parang ganun ganit siya sa imuha. So, like, to me, if they wanted to and if they can, then of course they would. So like murag kulang siguro siya na siya yung mga premise, statement, pero na siya in between, ganon na mga kanang considerations ana. Hala, palakpak.
Thank you. Grabe ka-engaged yung audience.
Gani. Thank you so much. Audience impact. Pero, yeah, katupod siya, no? Kanang, lain man good na mag-expect ka sa mga people. Like, murag dili na pod siya love. Kumbaga, mura na siya og mind game. Ana. Kay kanang murag, maghulat ko ani niya. Kay, if he wanted to, he would. Nga na, hello, tao lang pod na. And, ang number one na gina-advise ba sa to, always assume the null hypothesis.
As psychologist and the
Yes. Dili ka mag-assume sa unsa may mga positive na negative sa ta kay para dili kay tama.
Para hindi ka ma-false positive.
Yes, correct.
May ako na?
Okay, siya na.
Yeah, to sum their answers. But ako no, I agree, but there's a limit, Jude. But yeah, there's a limit kung si makaya nimo. And if, yeah, just what you said, na if dili ma-meet, don't expect too much. Cause in the end, ikaw lang masakitan. Yeah.
Lahi-lahi man po yun kung K-pop.
Ay, sige, go.
Okay, ano na lang, gamay na lang. Pero like, lahi-lahi man yun po og capabilities ang tao, Jude. You can never judge na if you think na kaya man ako ni buhaton, nganong siya dili man. You have to really understand that lahi-lahi man yun mo og kumbaga, where you're coming from ba. So you have to consider po those.
Those, ano yun?
And kana mo good na line is more nasikat na sa social media ba na. So just don't dictate your relationship in social media, guys. Just be your own, and kumbaga like you and your partner should be the other half of you ba na if I don't have this, he should have this, she should have this, but like you don't expect too much na how do you say this, na ang pagkakulang na ko is dapat nasiya ha, like it should be 50-50, yan lang.
Complement, not complete.
Yes. And finally, to sum up everything sa kaning answer, the phone works two ways. So, dili siya one way lang, no? Na if you wanna meet each other, of course, dili lang siya ang moadto sa imuha, but ikaw po, mo meet ka halfway. Because again, lahi inyong capabilities, ingana, and you should like at least communicate man kung unsa ang kaya, hangtod asa lang. And dili man pud sa tanan panahon nga mahatag baya sa tao, kana dayon, pinabog karon dayon, dili ba ingana, no? So like give people grace and time also to meet you where you are or where you want to be met. Wow!
Asa ka pa met?
Sa Whiskit good. Hoy, by the way guys, na-miss by the way guys,
Diba sa intro din
sorry kaayo, but very thankful mi sa Whiskit good kay gialaw lang mi nila nga set up bawal ba ni mag
Lamig.
yes gitang nice kay sila mga matcha by kay kanang i-explain jud nila nya quick lang jud ni guys ha nya kanang sila yung mga stickers and napod sila yung loyalty card and very cozy
Nailong, dangan kay nailong dari.
real picture and stickers.
Go.
Madagan og mga the weekend diri na mga yes. Okay, next question.
Sige daw. Uy! Moving on tips sa kaklase edition. Boom! Nga naman, shock lang. My tips is kaklase. Okay, dili ko mag-name drop guys, pero I have a friend na na-crush sa among classmates. Dili ko mag-judge siya ha, pero my advice is not to avoid the person You just have to accept rejection and don't dwell on it. It's because if you dwell too much on it, man good, you're not just ruining yourself, but you're ruining a friendship ba. Because like if the connection in you sa inyo dua is true in the first place, then a confession doesn't define your friendship. Yeah, yan lang.
Nice. Ako kay di ko ganahan magka-crush or magkauyab nga classmate. So like, Pero nakatry ko once. Uy, nakatry. So like baseline na lang siya. Nakatry ko once and lisod siya no nga kanang murag. So to move on tips, di ba to? Moving on tips. Lisod siyang mag-move on ka tapos everyday nimo siya makita. Ana. Pero there is this principle manggod na you have to face your fears. Face your fears na dayon. Basta face life jud guys. Kay if i-avoid lang nimo siya, murag ka nang mahulog lang nga kanang if magkita na pud magbalik ana kay ay kuan na japon ka sa iyaha ana so murag imo lang ginatrick ang imuhang brain gani nga kanang makalimtan na nako siya if i-avoid nako siya pero naman jud na siya permitted guys wala may delete button ang person unsaon man na nimo gani no imuha man ang sala nga nagkagusto-gusto charot lang dili bitaw imuha jud na siya dili siya sala sorry imuha man ang choice nga koan pero if dili man imo choice na ma-fall sa iya ha pero try your best lang pod na kanang i-maintain ang katong friendship if willing pa pod ka pero without the ulterior motives nga kanang maging kayo or what?
Connected to the second question actually.
Really? Pansin mo sa to
sige.
na to siya best. Sige.
So, I agree, no? Listen kayo mag-move on if everyday ni mo makita kay personally, ako ang way jud of moving on kay dapat di na ko sila makita ba kay para absent sila sa akong life. Pero if ka klase, everyday ni mo makita, unsa ang pag-move on? Akong tip kay ayaw na lang pag-move on. Char. Pero siguro ay sorry. Lahi to na alter ego di ay. Pero bitaw, saan bitaw pud? Char. Kato, basically same naman pud sa ilang ginaingon na way of moving on like lisod pud na sa imong whole schooling kay magpa-apekto na lang jud ka ana tungod kay kaklase mo. So you really have to learn how to adjust your life everyday seeing them. And kato siguro ano na lang ayaw ra i-pressure mo self dapat maka-move on ako like
You could lose a lot of fun.
Oo, yes. Imagine na like if let's say college ka, your college years are running out, time is running out, and if you hyperfixate lang yun sa pag-move on, masayang lang. Like there's more to life than that. So kato na to siya.
So, napaka-iyad best.
Kato na?
Kato na lang. Okay. Basta nga na siya guys no kanang lisod siya but like you also have to explore the bigger picture like not just as a single sequence gani nga na pero if you feel na big deal siya for you then try your best na ma-overcome siya until nga you are able to see the whole picture. It's a process man pod like kanang kato dili lang i-pressure ang imong self kay kanang gusto lagi ka nga maka-move on na dayon kay para wala na big or huge feelings, heavy feelings but siguro go at your own pace lang pod in kanang in a way nga natural lang siya sa imo.
Babies.
Because if sorry na. Sorry. Hey guys, if you could overcome that, you could overcome a lot of things. Because if you face your fear will tuloy disappear. No. Di ba lang yan?
Okay. Kay ganahan lagi ko ato sa kagi kanana best.
Ano lang?
Creative juice yan lang yan.
Creative juice.
Timplahan lang ang creative juice.
Hala.
Told you, di ba?
Okay.
Gusto mo answer na ako.
Ay, sige. Okay lang.
Sige, go.
Tagalan short chance. Tagalan. Okay. Where is the line between admiration and idealization in a relationship? Okay, sige, share yung una. Kay
Actually, ginagay ko na sa question pa nabasahan ako. Nga po, na-excite ko. Because like, may nga dyan, that's really me ba? Lagi, that's really me. Oh. Resonate ko na ba? So, thank you. You draw the line if it's gubang ang admiration mo gusto when you admire this person and the adulation in
duha ka word.
Adulation.
gid niya kay idealization. Pero napud tay ginatawag nga idolization. Lahi na siya. Idealization is more on like gihimo mo siyang gihimo mo siyang standard kumbaga, but idolization is more on like you're being kanang worship yung kanang iyang related term ana. So what do you think, Kit? Sige padayon.
Kabalo mo itong movie na daw. Gi-share lang sa akong friend na katong 100 tula para kay Stella.
Yes.
Mardog nga na ba? Na basta ang idea sa movie is this guy loves the idea of this girl you create and limerence. Tapos like that girl that she like is dili jud kato yang
Yang gusto.
dili jud kato siya ba ang tinod na iginahuna-una niya. So like dira na guro nimo i-draw ang line if it's unhealthy ba kay you're picturing this person that you want but in reality dili jud kato siya imong gina-picture out. It's really unhealthy.
Hindi siya ang totoo.
Oh, yeah. It's lain siya. And it could affect how you picture yourself being in a relationship ba. Kay, mabalik ta atong if they wanted to, they would. Kaya like, makauna-una ka na, I think if you ask this, pero in reality, kay, dili siya nga na. So like, ikaw rin nasakitan. Diba? Yeah.
I agree.
Bitaw no, looking back sa movie na Isang Daan, makahunaw na pud ko nga si Fidel. Wow! Si Fidel mang good. At first, gi-admire gid niya. Gi-admire gid niya ang girl. Kinsa gani itong girl?
Si Stella.
Ay, si Stella. Sorry. sorry. Si gi-admire gid niya si Stella. Because kanang murag gawas man gud siya sa comfort zone ana ni Stella. So like siyang nag-pull out kang Fidel ba. Pero along the way kay murag since di ba nag-drift apart sila like physically jud literal sa ilahang life. Nya ka na murag ang iyang gipanghawakan na lang dito kay ang idea niya kang Stella. Nya di ba at the end that's why wala sila nagkadayon gituyo ata to siya sa sa makers sa film. Wala sila nagkadayon in the end because of katong idealization nga naitabo. Nga ay dili na daing ani si Stella ana murag because of idealization murag wala niya gi-allow si Stella or gihatagan og space to be who she truly is. Ganon. Like, more of like the idea nga maging sila. Ganon. Murag nag-focus siya there. So, where's the line? Charing. The line is over here. Charot. Ang line, guys, mag-draw siguro ka if like, makahuna-huna ka nga, unsay makuha ni mo or mag-gain ni mo once ka mo na like hunahon i-consider gani nimo kung kanang same ba ang inyuhang vibe or inyuhang page once na kamo na kay basin ikaw lang ang naga-think nga ay maging anime maging mao to mi didto mao to mi diri ana kan padulungay na mi diri or something like that gani. So like malang siya ako ang current na mga masay.
So, I agree, and I think idealization comes from admiration man yun. Dila man yun na una. And in the context of relationship, since relationship man ang gi-mention, kagaya lang sa giingon na mo ganiha, you need to explore the bigger picture. In a relationship, you really need to love wholly. WHOLLY. So, wholly yun. So, you accept the bad parts, you accept the good parts also. So, in the... Huh? Ay, sorry.
Nga na sila.
In the context of relationship, dapat jud na ay point or like you really need to snap back good sa reality and remove the rose-colored glasses and you really evaluate na unsa ba ni siya? Am I just kanang kumbaga gina-hype up lang ba siya sa akong mind? That's why I love him or her? Or is this yun pure admiration lang? So you draw the line, mga diri lang banda sa corny siya pero sorry, corny. Pero you draw the line kato i-pros and cons gyud siya. I-Venn diagram gyud siya na. Okay, mao ni ang gwapo, mao ni ang hindi naman sa unacceptable but you know the for areas of improvement. Muna siyang areas of improvement. Pero bitaw, you have to evaluate lang po yun and reflect. And lisod man gyud siya kay syempre naman gyud tay biases no. Labaw na paggugma, syempre makabuang man gyud ang gugma pero dapat jud naa kay kanang reality check sa gyud tabi, mag reality check sa kana. O sagpa sa kadali kadali lang good like reality check lang sa jud nimo if you try to remove the biases and you look at the bigger picture, you explore the bigger picture and you ask yourself who really is this person, not just for you but that person as he or she is. And when siguro na evaluate na nimo, that's when you ask yourself, am I the problem or like am I just making up this kumbaga image of them, that's why grabe na ko sila idealized or admiration lang siya. Ano siya.
To add lang po, like every time you want to or you like the idea of someone or something, having a relationship with them, ana, you should ask yourself na, what does it mean for me to love this person? So dito mo pasok ang gingon nila nga pros and cons. Kay like, if you love someone, dapat i-ask mo nimo, ready ba ko to take them as a whole? Like, take their good side and also their bad sides.
Not the idea of them.
Yes, not just the idea of them, because usually manggod in admiration or admiring someone, more siya, the idea is always clean. The idea is always kanang good, sleek, like something nindot yun siya sa imuhang mind. But if you are with the person na dili ba tanan easy to love, but but depende siya kung like you can love them like it's breathing or like that. So like it has to be like a known dynamic sa inyohang duha before you jump into so get to know someone sa jud guys. So ayan, bye-bye. Ayan, bye donor. Thank you so much for the camera. Yes po.
Amo ang director.
Yes, amo ang director. Mulakaw na siya. Biyahan namin niya. Bye, talk mo. Ay.
Bye-bye.
Sige.
Sige, go.
Thank you.
Nawala na po ko sa tong ingon. Aka to. Ang relationships man gyud sa una na part, lami man gyud sa feeling like kanang ay maunag jud ni ako ang pakasalan kay perfect na gyud siya for me. And then sa long run, dira na jud nimo ma-ask imo self if like it's so hard if ma-realize nimo na you love the idea of them lang after pila na ka years. So it's important na prior pa lang yun sa relationship, i-ask yun mo self over and over again if idea lang ba nila ang mong gina-love or if ang person yun mismo.
Ay, ikaw na.
Ay, ako na po dyan. Next. How can you get over somebody that you thought you could never get over? It will always get better. Walang jud na. And personally, daghan jud kog experience na abi jud ako na like I can jud ako makita na kong self mag-move on from this guy. Na jud yung mga people na like wala na, like I'll always be like this. And then a year after you'll look back and naka-move on naman po di ay ko. Ana good. So necessary gud siya na maabot jud ka na process. And katulong yun, it will always get better. Dili jud siya constant na nalang yun ka dira permit. There will always be a day na makausad na good ka. And even though it will take you years, but I believe it's not forever man jud. Mo lang. As long as you're trying. And ang progress dili magid siya linear. Cliche na kay siya paminawon, pero di magid siya linear. Mag-relapse magyud ka, and if mag-relapse ka, go. Pero di man sa magmarupok ka, pero I'll allow yourself to feel everything. Exactly, to feel everything. Don't restrict yourself na when these feelings come again, when you are longing again, ano na pud nimo, sige lang, pagdaanan mo yan lahat, and then after that, you'll wake up one day and you'll say, naka-move on ako. Ano lang.
I second the motion. Actually, mo po ang totoong ingon nga you'll wake up one day, Jud, and then you'll just know na I'm over them, ana. And then, my piece of advice, dili ni siya kanang limited lang sa mga romantic relationships because we also have friends na kanang murag nag-grow parta with, and there are friends or even close family members who we consider as kanang murag very kanang ano na jud sa atong heart, nakatali na siya sa atong heart or nakatali na sila sa atong heart. And then sometimes the idea nga kanang maka-move on ba jud ko or kanang can I move forward with my life without them? Mari nga na maasir na nato na question because napata sa process. Na, just trust the process and dili man pod necessarily nga i-unlove na nimo ang someone, like how to move on, unlove them, no, because along the way as time passes by maka-realize man jud gyapon ka nga I love pa nako sila, care pa nako sila. Just wish them well and kanang no to revenge, ha, kay murag you're not doing yourself a favor man pod, kanang murag you're just trying to prove nga kanang okay na ka without them, ana. Make it kanang murag an inner work jud siya, kanang maningkamot ka sa imong self nga ma-okay ka because that's your responsibility as well. And then ayo lang jud pagdamay og other people sa imong process sa pag-move on. How about you?
Yeah, I agree because gusto lang sumpayan ang gingon ni Lei na we have a lot of forms in moving on, and one day maka-realize mo na I have to do something about it ba. Like, so do whatever you want to move on. Pag-jog dira, pag-try new hobbies dira, and eventually maka-feel na kaya mo din ako na, mas nga ako ra isa, kaya mo din ako na mabuhat ni without them. It's like, no one can help you but yourself. Yan lang, guys.
Next question is sa'yo na best.
Asa mo basta? Oy! What's your thought about guys making their partner change clothes?
Oh, interesting.
So, as a guy's perspective, actually, duwa akong ano na guys, ako ang masayjud sa una. First sa una pag sa una is like I was thinking na if ever magka-uyab ko yan and she chose to wear revealing clothes, I'll let her not to be free and wear whatever you want, because like if na magano sa mga bay, I can protect, I can fight na. But at the same time lagi mo gani okay tas mas bagay. But like at the same time, the long run naisip na ko na if ing ato, I'm only thinking about her. I'm not thinking about me. It's like, dili man, it's not about insecurities, mga good na insecure ang guy, kung nagpay ilis sa gingana, dili siya gusto revealing clothes, or like, controlling. No, for me, it's a matter of respect. And, how do you say this? Sort
of protection.
Yeah. And,
If ever you're not there.
yeah. And, if ever man gusto siya mag-wear o revealing clothes, I'll ask her na, but do you feel safe wearing them? Ba? Because if you do, then go, be it. Go, suota na. But like, at the same time, I just want her to know na, unta ma-consider po niya akong feeling. But not in the way na, i-control, like, i-manipulate ako siya na, like, magpasad-sad, good nga na. Like, sige nga na, good. Yeah, walang thoughts na ako.
For me po, wala pa ko kasugat og mga guy friends or like even me personally na kanang magbuot sila sa sinina sa girl. But I have seen it in movies and usually it does not go well if like kanang very controlling ang guy sa clothes sa girl. Like sa movie, nakalimutan ko unsa to na movie, but like katutong partner si Gerald ug si Liza. basta kato siya nga movie kanang always siya ginapa-wear og skirt, dili siya ginapa-wear og short and ana. So siguro like ang ano man good ang pag-dress up, wow. Ang pag-dress up is a form of self-expression. Sa mga girls, mapa-revealing pa na, conservative, whatever her style is. So like, murag, if you kanang buot, char lang. If decision ka, char lang. If mag-decide ka for her, pwede man po ka mag-suggest, daghan magmanginga na, di ba? Like, mga sila suggestions, ana. Pero if mag-decide jud ka nga kanang, pwede ka nilang, or something, ana, like, ayaw pagkuhan, or something like that. Kay malimit jud ang mga girls. So like, in the long run, mura pag makuha ninyo hang relationship mas strain, nga na. If ever lang ha, ganyan yung setup. Pero if katong ginaingon ni Kit na kanang for protection and whatnot, especially if dili nimo kauban ang imuhang boyfriend or girlfriend ba kana sa kanto ana. So like possible pud siya nga dili jud kaniya kanang maresbakan kumbaga ganan. So like as a girl, kabalo naman pud ka ana nga kanang dili jud na to maiwasan ang mga
Wala mo buko nag-ingon na, no? I'm not saying na naingana like nakatcall ba ka kay tungod si mo ginasot wala man ako ginapasangil like salat naman sa guys nga sila naging ana.
yes, pero like kagaina while I was like riding my way here kay nakoy kaatbang sa sa jeep na kanang sige siyang tanaw sa ako ang sige siya tanaw sa ako ang bottom or sa akong thighs ana like so murag man comfy ko ato pero dili kabalo ko nga dili pud nako siya sala nga kanang ing ato siya but kato kanang murag tuiwas na lang pud kita na lang jud ang mag-adjust ana pero dili pud nato na kanang i-take as kanang more to restrain gani ourselves but like as girls we have to like protect ourselves as well more ganyan yung view ko.
Okay. So ko medyo lahi siguro ako ang perspective. Okay. Hot seat would tani oy. Pero oo, I feel like well personally lang ha for me, guys sa gingon ni Eri, personally for me, I think para sa gingon ni Eri, self-expression man good nimo ang the way you choose to wear clothes. I believe na very important yun ang individualism sa relationships. You have to really think na before the relationship, nanadjud na siya life before you. Na siya own aesthetic, na siya own like style, na siya, basta na siya own world. Na siya own world na yun before you. And if you ask them to change clothes for you or just because you want to be more comfortable with the way she wears, dyan siya na topic. Very controversial siya na topic. So siguro if ikaw gyud ang gusto na mag-change siya clothes, maybe try to approach it na lang na out of concern, out of care. Pero if your partner chooses to still wear the clothes na she wants to wear, wala na dyan kayo mabuhat, ana. Kay, the end of the day, it's her body, it's her choice. It's her choice to wear whatever the hell she wants. And at the end of the day, you have to respect her individualism. Basta, i-respect yun mo kay. Kumbaga, that's her choice, man good. And if that's her way of presenting herself in the public, so ikaw na as partner, you should just either look out for her or support her. Ano lang yun, duha lang siya. Yeah, muna to.
Ay, pero dili naman po siya sa like in terms sa revealing po, no? Siguro, how about sa style? Yan, unsa inyong thoughts na kanang dili ka ganahan sa style sa imuhang partner? Ana, mapa-girl man or mapa-boy? Kanan. Without minding the revealing stuff, ha? Kay mo na dyan na yung controversy. Sige, go.
Nakoy kaila. Di na to iingon kinsa siya. Pero, well, dili man siya relationship good. Pero, kumbaga, she likes this girl ba? And then, this girl, kumbaga, balik na dito sa idealization. She loves the idea of this girl good. And because of her, na-inspire ang guy to wear nicer clothes, na-inspire siya to dress nicely. So for me, well, if ikaw mismo na-inspire ka and if you feel more confident, then go. Pero if na lang yun siya sa matter of comfort, so kung tayo mo, anay mo hang partner na pwede yung ani mo suoton, pwede yung ani. If you're okay with that, then go. If dili. Ana, wala lang pug sanay. Ana lang jud siya. So, if ikaw po ang partner and then mo ana ka nang murag Digimon ra kain na yung mga suot.
Kumbaga, like, machi-machi.
Oh, ay sige ka na, machi-machi. Okay naman siya. Or if ikaw ang partner mismo na gusto ka mag-suggest, do it nicely na lang siguro. And if they decline, then wala kayo mabuhat. So, kato, na lang siya sa approach, I think. Mag-matter lang yun siya kung unsaon mo pag-ingon sa imong partner. If gusto ka mag-suggest, suggest lang. But at the end of the day, it's still their choice. Kato.
Ikaw, may masasabi ka ba?
About ito
Kato, like, sa style or sa machi-machi.
If you're the type of partner na who's open to try new things with them, you never know na you might end up loving another style ba. So it's a good thing. Diba?
Gani, kay like, dili ba, for example, if we meet someone, like, especially if ka na at a young age, tapos ka nang dagod tay mga style on our own, tapos malik na po na sa if they wanted to, they would. Kay, di ba, limited are, depende siya sa resources sa imo ha. Kay like, for example, if you want to dress classy pero you cannot afford it yet, nga puguson jud day nato nga kana jud imong isinina please kay man akong gusto moabot ra gyapon ang time na nga na dili pud siguro nato isalikway ang tao kung kanang hindi ko ganan sayang ko ano pero kana pros and cons lang gihapon if gusto jud kag aesthetic na partner or kanang gusto ka og kanang homebody lang na kanang og style ana like comfy lang okay ra pud like for me personally kay siguro if kanang free time gay nako pwede ra ko magpambalay diri kanang margi nga na like choose a partner nga you're comfy with margi kumbaga sa ilahang style and everything para dili kayo kuha ng mga arguments pero dili man siya big deal for me personally yeah pero in terms sa machi-machi nabay gay mga uban na kanang ambot dili I think dili na pud sila ganahan marga na good kato depende jud siya sa imuhang approach ana
Depende po sa imong partner kung ganahan mo sila.
Mana na to ni. Okay, next. Ay, down to our last 4 questions. Okay. Ay. What's your thought about girls having a lot of suitors and guys pursuing more than one girl?
Ito niya.
So, duha siya ha. Girls having a lot of suitors. Number 1. And then number 2, guys pursuing more than one girl.
Sige, go.
Ay, sige. In terms sa guys having more than one suitor, nabay tayo ginatawag nga collect and select, no? And then daghan jud kayo naga-apply ana. Kay like suitor lang man sila, dili sila uyab jud, dili pa sila like your official guy ana. So like magduha kong stance ana. Wah. Don't stand like number 1 is kanang if mauna na imuhang na anda na pattern or your system 1. System 1. Sorry, bisip good. System 1 di ay guys is like kanang your automatic na mga actions ana. And then system 2 is slow delivery. Unsa pa to siya basta slow and deliberate your mga pinag-iisipan talaga again and again na mga actions or decisions. I believe okay lang siya as long as the girl lets the guys know nga kanang uy dili lang biya ikaw ako ang gina-entertain kay like unfair siya for me jud na kanang mag-allow lang gani siya nga daghan sila but wala jud siya giingnan sa tanan nga kanang uy ikaw lang or uy daghan mo like that or like I'm open pala to many suitors so like yeah you have to like communicate it first and then pag abot sa two guys pursuing more than one girl pag abot sa pursuer I think it's really unfair pod sa mga girls Kay like, what's the point of pursuing a lot of girls? Murag mo na ako ang question. Like, what's man siya imong motibo? Like, unsa man ni? Like, girlfriend count? Murag siya nga na. Like, if you want to pursue someone, huy, be loyal pud siguro no. Like, kanang gina-pursue na gani nimo sila, nganong dili pa ka, murag faithful gani sa ilaha. So, like, nganong pili, ang question jud na kay, how do you make sure nga piliun ka niya if you are pursuing a lot of people? Like, it's not for me. Next.
Sige, mga guys.
Sige,
Sige, from a guy's perspective na pod.
Number 1.
Sige, the first is pursuing a lot of girls. Guys, mga laki. Manawag dyan ba?
Nananawagan.
Ano? Yes. Same sa gingon ni Eri. If you wanna pursue someone, why have some options? If you're having a lot of options, you're not looking for a relationship, you're just looking for entertainment. Yan lang. And as a guy jud na who pursue someone, I think it's you have to be ready for accepting the risk to pursue a girl, because you're not the only one fighting. It's like, oh nga, di mo alam anong outcome. Yes ba? Matamis na yes ba? Or masakit na hindi? Bars. But yeah, yun. You have to be ready for the risk. Because if you don't fight for her, then what are you fighting for? Laban mo ba yan? So yun lang. You have to be ready sa risk na masakitan ka. It's like, yeah, gani. Risk gani. Gani. You have to be ready for that. Yeah, yan lang guys.
Ang katong sa girls having more
Ah.
than one suitor.
Girls having one suitor, yun gani. You have to be ready.
Sa inyo,
Yeah, normal sa ako. You have to be ready.
like, yeah. Dili lang ikaw.
Yeah.
So, kalabani daw sila tanan, B. Bito, lisod siya sa part sa guys, no? Kay like, dili lang jud ikaw. And then, mas better siya nga kanang dili po ka mag-expect nga ikaw lang. Kaya like,
Ay, go.
ay, sige. To love is to risk. Period. Charot.
And guys, ang girls man good, dili mo siya committed sa imo ha. So, don't make her feel na masyag, how do you say that na? Imo na siya, you own her. Pero in the first place, dili man jud. Hello. Hi.
Don't be entitled.
Yeah.
Kaya like, kato, dili gani ikaw lang ang nag-pursue sa iyaha, no? And then, also, don't ka nang limit her to yourself. Kaya like, what if dili jud ka niya gusto?
Dawat. Patay mahen.
Ana lang.
First of all, sa girls na naghag-suitors, kagwapa ba? Ana lang, gwapa na kayo. Pero ang bottom line lang jud sa duha na prompt is set your intentions. Mura jud na for me. So if ikaw ang girl na daghan kag suitors, siguro ayaw hatag og mixed signals pod, like hatag kag false hopes sa ila na feel na pod sa guy na like, ay, interested na siya sa kuha, is this going somewhere? So if ma-feel nimo na nakakuha ng idea ang guy na there's something going between you, and then ikaw ka nag-entertain pwede kag lain, so you set your intention. Ignan mo siya na kay kani entertaining other people, and I know lisod bang yun siya kay lisod bang yun siya himuon, di mo siya dali, pero kato set your intentions. So sa guy pod, I think it's okay man lang sa guys na mag-entertain og iba-iba na babae as long as kay lahi man gud ang pursue na word. So if mag-chat kag laing babae niya, single man day kanya for fun man day, bahala ka dira, ikaw bahala. Pero if we talk about pursuing someone and then you pursue a lot of girls, so mahulog na siya nga. So kung kinsay mo answer yes, kato na lang nga na, so, mura siya ka ng reserva, tama ba? Mura lang kag reserve ba sa ilaha. So kinsay easy to get, kinsay mo yes, kato na lang. And then pursue pag yun ang word na gigamit. So kato, if mag-pursue ka someone na you're sure of, and isa lang kay pursue naman. Worth kanang gusto jud nimo, love jud nimo. Pero if dili pa man day pursuing, wala pa pursue, di pa ka mag-pursue, and then mag-chat lang ka like for fun or whatever intentions you have, as long as dili pa for the long run, ikaw bahala. Wala tayong mahimog yun. Ano lang.
Because naman po uban ko na misinterpreted ng pursue ba. Can I pursue you? Oh, mga ng girls, yes. So kita na. Wana, diba? Wana ba na sila? Okay, pero ang point ba sa pursuing, guys, is to let the girl fall for you, diba? Ano ba ya?
Or like, kanang if Okay, medyo na-change ang ako ang guys. Sa ako ang view gamay. Gamay lang. Sa katong sa girl gani. Like kanang some people, ma-apply jud nila tong collect and select. Pero katulad i-communicate nimo, pero at the same time kay ask yourself pod na kanang anong you let these guys pursue you man, like unsa imuhang like what if mura pud siya katunggay gani nga nagpursue og daghan, so like unsa man kanang patas anay og kagusto sa imuha margana, like kung kinsa ang mas kanang lamang sa ani nga aspect, so didto ka mag something nga na gani siya. I mean, you're allowed to do that, pero at the same time don't take advantage of other people's feelings. Kato lang. Yes. Kinsa na next? Ay, ikaw.
Ako na.
Yes. This.
Would you still make an effort even though it's uncertain? Would you still make an effort? Ay, even though it's uncertain. Feeling ko depende man siya sa context. And depende siya sa intention behind the effort. If ang intention mo behind the effort is love or to make someone feel loved, then go for it. Pero if like depende man gud siya kay if nagbuhat kag effort for something in return, so kind of selfish na siya if ingana. So would you still make an effort even though it's uncertain? It depends sa imuha. Depends on what outcome you are expecting. If it's uncertain na, if you think about it na kanang, lugi ba ko ani? Or is this a loss for me? If things kanang turn out to be wrong or to be a failure. Sige lang, go-organize pa ako sa akong thoughts. Sige, kamusta?
Sige.
Marshag, balik na tong prompt na is loving a waste time. Marshag, naman good. Pero for me na, unsang question, would you still
Make an
effort even if it's
uncertain.
Yes. Because, guys, uncertainty is a terrifying thing. But you don't know what will be the outcome. Maybe it would get you to a good place, a bad place. You never know unless you try. Diba? So for me, I'd still try. I'd still risk for it. Kasi pa naman mahulog ko sa, could have been done that, could have done do this. Yan na good. No, at least wala ko regrets. At least I tried. Yeah.
Actually, mo agree pod ko anang nga mindset when it comes to love, romantic relationship, platonic, familiar man na. Kaya like you have to like give your best or at least try to give your best before ka mo back out nga na gani. Kaya like kung tayo in terms sa pursuing, uncertain man jud na siya at first. Kaya like hello, what if ka nang ikaw lang mismo ang nidul sa girl nga, hey, can I pursue you? Wala pa siya kaila sa imuha. Tapos if dili man siya maghatag og the same energy back out na dilayon ka, marga nga na gani siya. And then when it comes pod sa kanang, for example, na mo sa relationship, tapos kanang natingala lang ka kay ang guy or ang girl is kanang avoidant, like uncertain na jud ka kung asa mo na page sa book ana, or like kanang for example if ikaw mura siya analogy nga nagdagan kanya siya nagbaktas mura ganing ana, so like of course you have to come back for her or him ana to set the page right ana. So like for me, I would still make an effort even if it's uncertain because we never really know kung kanang what's the next what's the next paragraph o what's the next page ganon sa ato ang romantic na libro. Uy, okay, so na-organize na ba ang thoughts? Okay, sige.
So, bump lang sa tinang gipang-ingon. Erika, 4 na siguro tayo 4. Pero at least are better than what ifs. So, at least you've tried. At least kabalo na count sa maging outcome if nag-try ka. Unless, I mean, instead of kanang nagalinger gud ang mga what ifs ay mga what could have beens. But siguro another insight na lang I could add sa ilahang answers is dapat you look at where you are pod sa paghatag og efforts kay you need to check ra pod if sobra-sobra na pod ang imong effort sa something uncertain. Kay if sobra-sobra na pod and then mahulog na kumbaga imuhang sarili na ang nahurot, dili pod siya nice, dili pod siya maayo for you. So kato balik-balik lang sa akong ginaingon na like snap back good sa reality, like mag-check gid ka, always ask yourself na para asa pod para asa ra pod ni tanan, para asa pod. So kato it's nice to pour some effort to something uncertain, but you should always check yourself pod if hurot na ba ka, or is this for something greater, is this for your growth, or is this a loss to yourself na? So kato, check lang sa imong self.
May i-add ka pa? Sige, go.
So, Mark, ibutan na to sa situation na siguro you didn't wala na hitabo yung gusto mo hitabo ba? Then at least even though you did try your best, but at least I hope you get to know na if I'm capable of doing this sort of thing, what more would it be if sa tamang taon na, diba? You get to learn a lot of things.
So like in summary, wow. Love is unconditional, but we are not boundless in tolerance. Yeah. Next, last 2 questions. Mapit at the moment, guys. Okay, bear with us. Hopefully kay nalingaw mo sa mga answers, no? If you disagree, comment lang. Hi!
Add some insight.
Yes, also that. Okay.
Open to
Sige daw?
Sige daw?
Wala. Uy! Wala naman siya.
wala na gani siya.
What's one thing love has taught you about yourself? What's love has taught you about yourself?
Dili tag-antag 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Love has... Sige, butang ako sa ano, guys. Sa friendship, ana. One thing I learned, guys, last year of Corn Pod na a lot of people tell me na pati mga profs bay magingon na I'm full of love ba.
Grabe mo magkaka-extrovert.
Ay, nakasisi.
Unya, pero at the same time, if makaingon mga ta about sa kuana ba, I still medyo hypocrite siya paminawon sa mga friends na ako na nag-act ko nga ni na in a hillos way and na like ego kayo, but humor lang good, but at the same time nadyo yung mga small things na maglisod ko yung love about sa akong self ba. I mean kita matanan nadyo yung nga na pero na-learn ako sa self na people see me as this way, and I learned na I'm so full of love, Jude, to show around the people people around me, and the people I met along the way.
Ay, wait lang. Ilasa lang ko lang.
Sige. Ito ang question na Sam.
Ang question is, what's one thing love taught you about recently?
Sige. Bear with me, taas ni. Love is many forms, and it's a very deep thought yun. And for me, it's really important kung unsa nimo pag-view ang love, because each person, they have different perceptions of love. Ang uban ingani nga bagay love na sa ila, ang uban di pud mag-settle for less. So lahi yun siya. And if love taught me something about myself, it's that love should start within you. And you should never seek love in the wrong places. And you should start digging that love within yourself first before finding it sa lahi na tao. Because coming from a place of buhangin. Corny na po siya, guys, please. Ayaw na, sorry. Sorry.
We love you, Lei.
Pero kato, gani, pwede i-beep to siya. Pero kato, as someone na who pursues love sa laing tao but little love to myself, mo gyud ang murag hardest pill to swallow para sa kuha na. Dapat gyud maka-build sa kaog enough self-love for you to be able to love others. Kasi you really can't, sa tong quote na you can't pour from an empty glass. So kato, if it's a hard lesson to learn gyud na you should really love yourself sa gyud before ka mag-love og others. Because if you prioritize others' well-being than yours, that's not love. If loving other people means loving yourself less, that's not love.
Love is
No, kato siya. Mo to siya ang one thing love taught me. Though dili man yun, aminon ako na I'm not there pa man sa ko ang final goal na makaingon na jud ko na wala love na ginako kong self ana. Wala pa man ko didto. Pero at least I know now na before I find love, and I mean there's more to love. There's a lot of things to love gyud. What's not to love, di ba? Pero before you love other people, sarili mo muna bago ang iba.
Thank you for that, contestant number 3. Thank you for that. So, mag-judge na ta? Char. Dili bitaw. For me naman, balik-balikon dyan ako ni siya, maskin 5 years na siguro ko. After 5 years from now, pangutanong po ni magbalik ka ng question. Kanang, you can never change a person. You can only love them. Kay, kanang, no matter how we love the person, and then natay mga issues with them, dili jud nato sila kaya na ma-change, or like dili pud ta pwede na maghuna-huna nga I can fix them yung ana kay like kato take a person as is ana. But also if when you love someone, dili lang ka kanang murag i-limit gani nimo siya kung unsa siya karon ana. Also allow space for her or for him to grow ana. And then mutuo mo atong kuan katong saying bitaw nga to love is to attend someone's funeral 1,000 times ganon, like to love of someone is kanang attending 1,000 funerals of who they were ganon.
Love is loving all the versions
Yes.
that they come with, no?
Yes. Muna siya ang something nga, I mean, nadawat din ako siya before, but like right now, at my age, wow. Kay murag mas nag-sink in na siya sa ako, ana. Kay line mong good kayo nga, love ba jud nimo ang person if kana lang imong pwede madawat from her, from him, ana. And to love is to respect someone jud baya no. To love and respect nakalimot ko sa to siya na term, but like ang iyahang main root is like to see someone. That's why katong sa Avatar na I see you. Like ganon, respect nimo siya, love nimo siya nga na. So like see them kung asa sila karon. And ayaw lang i-limit imong view of someone nga kanang dira lang sila kutob. Inga na gani, bisan pag kana lang ilang mahatag right now or kana lang jud sila kung unsa sila karon ana. So like try to also see kung pero don't love the potential ha. Lahi po ng loving someone and loving their potential. Pero try to see them na kanang kung unsa ang ilahang kaya nga mabuhat ting ana. Kay if you love someone, syempre you urge them to grow or like you encourage them to grow. That's when you know nga you are loving them right. Ganon. So, na pa ba yung mga to ads dira ah?
Number 10?
Ay, ako na di ay.
Ikaw last.
Okay. Ay, last question na. Ready na mo mag-goodbye?
Ready na? Tara na!
Manguli na ta? Okay. Last question. What's one thing that made you more hopeful about love recently? Dun. Wait lang ha? Murag, mapaisip, mampuntaan
Made you
niya.
hopeful.
Yeah. Like, di ba usually kay hopeless romantic man ko, like that. So, what's something hopeful you have recently found in love? Ah. Mo-correlate lang siya sa ato ang mga previous answers. Mapaisip talaga sila.
Shout out kung sino ato.
Nihawa na siya. Pero ko ba na mo siya kagain na siya to ni katawa.
What's one thing? Sa to? Love.
What's something that made you hopeful about love recently? Recently na naman. Hopeful. Wait lang ha, taga-isa may chance. I-gather sa naman mo ang mga thoughts.
I think I have.
Okay, you have. Okay, go.
So, this month of January alone, I've witnessed a lot of breakups, gyud, and like daghan kay breakup gyud. Amot if breakup season, pero like 9 years of relationship, like grabe gyud ang breakup breakup trend. And trend no? TikTok. Pero if kanang makitaan gud nimo ni makaisip jud ka na, di na lang ko mag-uyab-uyab, uy, pagbulag lang man di hapon. It makes you scared good about love. So, if I ask myself what made you hopeful about love, is that life goes on. And there is more to love, Jude. Balik-balikon yun ako na life does not end after a breakup. Life does not end after you stop loving someone or if you stop after a relationship, even though you can't show them love na, you'll bring with you the lessons you have learned, Manjud. And again, life goes on. And even though kay ani man good, ang nakita na quote from someone na nag-break up is I just ended a 9-year relationship and I'm beginning life again at 32. So imagine 9 years ka nag-spend with someone just for you both to break up. So ikaw na jud ka na din ako mag-ingan ni ako maguyab-uyab Pero when you think about it, life does not end, Manjud. Life requires you to keep on moving. Life requires you to keep on learning. So that fact alone made me hopeful about love na. It's not the end. There will always be more people to meet, more lessons to learn, more sunsets to see, and more habits to learn pud gyud. So, love is not just dili lang man pud siya limited sa relationships. Ano man po siya, applicable man po siya sa friends.
Do everything with love.
Do everything with love. And there's more to love. If you notice things enough, if you notice enough, you'll be able to love enough and appreciate what you have and the surrounding. Or like kung saan nag-surround sa mo, mas ma-appreciate mo siya. So love is not limited to people. Love is not limited to relationships, to friendships. And love is hope. Love, joy, hope.
Love, Jacob.
Ikaw, Kit.
Ikaw sir.
Ang first thought na nag-pop sa akong mind is that love can look differently, Jud. Like, love is not one certain thing. And you're allowed to, like, mold the kind of love you want or, like, you want to grow, ana. Kaya, like, especially sa time na to nga kanang avid ang social media kay like ihay naman gud og burak og mga standards ang mga tao like love is this, love is that, love should daghang mga should ka rin kana
Go loud. Go.
daghang mga like if dili niya ni buhaton then dili na love or like ingana good pero you are allowed to kanang form the dynamic that you want with someone and then I think katong gingon ni Kit kagaina nga don't let social media dictate your relationship so and in line pud sa gingon ni Lei nga murag breakup season jud kayo ang January no kay like ano yung maguna Lei mag Chinese New Year pa so like mura siya og kumbaga closing remarks huy sa 2025 like it's really the edge of shedding ang month of January kay February man ang Chinese New Year so like yeah, since Year of the Snake man, daghang shedding mga nahitabo. Yes, I love it so much. So moto na kog Chinese New Year karon kay para yes. Ganan ko ba kay kanang murag ginahatagan gitag time to like really declutter before ta mo enter jud sa the new year ana. Yes. So in line sa katong breakup na season kay murag masad gani ko ana at the same time kay like dili good ka kanang sa ingon nga if mag let go na ka ani nga kuan kay murag mag end na jud ang imuhang life or like dili na kanang full of color imong life kay murag natanggal sila sa imuhang life ing ana dai mga tao nga scared and masad jud ko nga kanang daghan ng mga tao nga murag mo back out na lang like I'm okay alone ana. But we are humans, we are social beings man jud so like yeah in the long run, you cannot really avoid the fact na you need someone. And then, yes, dili lang na siya sa romance. Sa, api mo na siya sa imong friends. Or, mas yun ang imuhang lang apartment, imuhang mga gamit na gusto, imuhang hobbies, ana, love naman na siya. So, it can really look differently and then, just don't let other people, kana marag, makigsumbagay gud sa imo nga dili man na mao murag nga na gani so like allow yourself to breathe in your own space ganon and then ang love po dili na siya racing ha so yes ayo lang pagdali whatsoever ikaw la
Katananan? Yeah. Actually, same lang gyapon sila. Bump 2, ano na? Akong pagka-hopeful is lagi same siyang gingon na it comes from love comes from any form and you can start by like enjoying a lot of things hobbies nimo makita na ko siya na way na hopeful siya kay when people start choosing their self ba wala nang love for yourself dili na to mag-focus sa imong partner nga na gives me hope na people will really make an effort for love, not just for other people, but for themselves. Yeah, dagan na sila gingon guys. Nakutan ako.
Sige, ano na lang. Since it's our last question naman, pang-closing na lang ni siya.
Cliche na question is, what is love?
Yeah. Link yun ta ba? Link. Pero ka to, to close, and since it's a love month, what is love for you?
Hala, grabe
Si Erika, siya naman ang closing remarks. Una si Kit, of course.
para di na siya mahurot
Sige, bitaw. Kaya, ang ano guys, ang tigaiwit kay bump. Ano? Mo dyan lang sa iwait. Love for me is choosing them, staying by their side, even though makita mo tanan kahugaw nila, makita ng true colors, makita na ang, like, you're there silang pagkalisod, silent days, na days na you feel love, na days na dili, na 99% ka, sa 1% lang, but you still choose them. That for me is love. Yeah, guys.
So, bump na po. Katara, actually, mura po ako ang answer. Love is a choice. And to add lang sa gingon ni Kit, siguro why Araw-Araw by Ben and Ben is one of my favorite gyud. Murag mo gyud ang epitome of love for me kay 'di ba ang lyrics niya is mahiwaga, pipiliin ka sa araw-araw. So, dili siya mahiwaga, mamahalin ka sa araw-araw. Kay, we always mistake love as a feeling man good. We always mistake love as talagang feeling na affection, feeling of admiration. But the reality is, in most relationships, you don't feel that every day. But if you choose to stay, and if you choose to accept them as a whole, then that's love. So love is a choice to stay, a choice to accept, and a choice to choose them, to be with them. That for me is love. And aside from that, love is a verb. Kado, funny siya, pero yeah, love is a verb. And it requires you a lot of experiences to realize that good na love is a verb in a way na active siya, dili siya passive. It's to give love and not to receive love. So love is a verb, and it's a verb and it's an action you choose to do every day. You choose to do with someone, or you choose to do with everything that you have. If that makes sense. Sige, to add daw.
To add natin. Kana ganing naman ko soft spot manggod sa mga tigulang na jud. If makapansin mo like mga grandparents guys, or like mga together gigapon, makita nimo lang ilang love jud. Makita na ko sila, makaisip ko na the amount of forgiveness and understanding they gave one another is grabe jud kay ba, to get to that point, diba, na let's say pila na edad nila, grabe jud ilang gipang agian na jud tanan, and they still chose one another, diba? Yeah.
So sa ato pa, copy paste. Without love, then there's no life. Then there's no life. Shout out. Next time, basin ikaw na po. Ay! Sila nilalay ba?
Philosophers ng tawag.
Then there's no life. Tama. Period. Manata? For me, love is a movement that heals. Like, if you principle magud na ko siya, if you continue to move, then you are healing. Like, movement heals jud, guys. Kay again, ang kabaliktaran sa depression, expression. So more siya nga na balik-balikon. Hingon ko again kay balik-balikon jud ako ni sa akong mga friends ngayon ana.
Depress ka? Express lang.
So more po nga na ang love, guys. Kay, di ba, love is kanang more different forms of expressions. Baby talk, coffee with a friend, breakfast made to your parents, ingana. So for me, selfless pud ang love. Kay like, again, ang movement, it comes from you and the other person. It's either kanang sa imuha lang siya gyud or reciprocal mo nga naga-move. Like, not to, giingnan ba ta mo? Ikaw ba tong naingnan ako nga kanang mas nice siya if kanang not mo ga-intersect. Mas nice siya if not mo Oo. But parallel mo to each other because you're moving on the same direction, ana. And sometimes, a lot of people intersect gyud, but that doesn't mean nga kanang dili na ninyo love ang isa't isa to grow with each other. Sometimes you grow apart gyud, but along the way you loved each other as much as you can, and as much as kanang murag sa makaya gani na kanang i-meet sa other person. So like bump na lang. Bump na lang.
Just like
Pero
what Olivia Dean said.
yeah.
Wala may nag-relate sa
Love's never
Wasted when it's shared. Usab. Love's never wasted when it's shared. So, muna lang na akong answer, guys. Kaya wag natubag na Manila tanan.
Nagbump.
Nagbump na lang.
Nagtuturo mo guys.
Yes. Pero kana siya, murag, for me, unconditional man jud ang love, no? Love is God for me. Kanang, kung tanaw na to, kung giun sa tapag love sa Ginoo, until now nagyapon ta here, and kanang everyday makita na to nga kanang there's really something to be grateful for. Kana ang love for me, kanang something magtanaw ka sa good and then it becomes better. Murgi nga na gani. Although kanang dili lagi ta boundless in tolerance, dahil man pud ang kanang loving someone unconditionally man pud good. Ay, sorry. Ana, so like for me pod, kanang if you love someone, it's not really kanang murag gana expect ka something back, but it's just kanang giving them something because you want to, like giving yourself like a part of yourself with them or to them ingana. And then for me pod kay kanang murag give and take jud ang mga relationships, but love can be kanang very selfless nga it's okay not to take something back, but like just give your all. Ganun. So, does this mark the end of our Murag, humana na jud mi, no? So, next time around, ay, basta na pa mo i-add. Wala na?
Thank you guys.
Ay, wait. Ako gusto i-try na to na outro. Ihunghung sa sila. Signed, sealed, delivered with love. Bye, guys.
So much, Eri. So, at this point, we would like to thank our following sponsors. So, bitaw, so first of all, thank you so much to Eri Gyud, no, for inviting us. For bitaw, I feel thankful, Gyud, for this opportunity, to be given an opportunity to yap. Okay, thank you so much, Eri. I appreciate this, Gyud. And aside from that, thank you for Whisk It sa amo ang sa accommodation. Thank you, Gyud.
Yes, and also thankful po kayo sa inyo both, no, kay ni agree mo like 1 month before man ata nato ni giplan, like ni go jud sila, guys, and I love so much the insights, and wala man kay ta nag-clash, no, pero like naay mga new insights nga I really gained, and hopefully kamo pud, guys. So yes, hopefully mausab pa ni balag dili na mag-video amo na ning mga moments. So kato lang, thank you so much, Lei, Kit. Oh, this is our love.
Always with love.
Bye-bye.